Well, a big day for the Islanders today. A couple of transactions to talk about. Big moves. It's a kind of an exciting day. It's kind of a sad day. It's kind of a move on kind of day. Lots to talk about, really. Myself personally, well, first off, Oliver Wahlstrom claimed by the Boston Bruins today off waivers, and Pierre Engval being sent down to the AHL to Bridgeport, play for the AHL team down there. Those are the two big moves today. I myself am personally sad to be losing Wally. I had a little spot for Wally in my heart. I had a feeling he was going to be really good. It didn't pan out to be that way. It doesn't mean that it won't happen. However, I got to say that the track record with young high end draft picks who get put on waivers and picked up by other teams have a tendency of never really becoming the player that they were first envisioned to be when they were selected in the first round, and in most cases, uh, Wally's probably in for the same fate in Boston as he was with the Islanders. I mean, he's still his fate is in his hands. He needs to take the bull by the horns and move on, and I'm wishing him all the best. And honestly, I think he really needs a fresh start. I think he was screwed in this organization. He was Trotz's whipping boy, and that didn't help. That killed his confidence, and then the injury that he had. And you know what? In all honesty, it's probably best for both parties to be moving on here. The only problem that I have, I can understand the Islanders letting him go, but what I don't understand is how we still have Matt Martin. They're relatively the same contracts. Wally's a little more expensive than Martin's, but how can you let a player like Wahlstrom go and keep Martin? It makes absolutely no sense. It makes 100% sense to me. It's just they're going to get Matt Martin to 1,000 games. Let's get it over with, get it done. I should probably stop bitching about it. Engval being sent down to the AHL. Well, that was only a matter of time until the players started returning. He didn't have a hope once they started returning. He had a 5 game run there, and that was it. And we haven't seen anything since that looked anything remotely like that player he was for 5 games. And I don't expect it to return. I hope we don't see him again this year. I really don't. That for one, that'll mean that we stay healthy. And I don't need to see him playing hockey on the Islanders this year anymore. That was frustrating enough for 30 games to have to go through that. So we don't want to do that anymore. So now, the exciting part of all this is, and I kind of figured this out about 2 days ago, is kind of looking like our boys are coming back, and it just as they all left at once, it looks like they're all going to come back at once. Even Mike Riley back on the ice again. How exciting is that? And not in a non-contact jersey either. So that's just fantastic news. All four of our guys are skating and who knows? They might be in the next game. If they're not in the next game, I say, oh, at least all four players have played at least one game in the next two. So, how exciting is it for to know that we did it? That we treaded water. I mean, it was a frustrating time, no doubt. There were so many blown leads and games and points that we lost on the table, but here we sit at 500 with the guys coming back, and the rest of the league just sucks as well because we're right in the thick of it. Technically, we should be a better team now and be able to pull away. The part that scares me the most about this was it's not exactly like we were playing that great when we were healthy. It's like we couldn't finish. we couldn't finish with Barzell and Duclair. I know Duclair got a couple goals and he only played 5 games and that, so that's kind of harsh of me to say, but yeah, so we need these guys to pick it up. It's kind of exciting. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game to see who's in the lineup. Should be pretty good. I'm sad to see Wally go. I really am. I wish him all the best of luck in Boston. Being a Boston kid, one of my buddies on my message board absolutely nailed it last night and said Boston will claim Wahlstrom, and sure enough, nice call there, Bruce. Well done, buddy. Well done. So yeah, I'm sad to see Wally go. Not sad to see Engval go to the AHL. I'd like to see Martin go to the AHL as well, but that's not going to happen. That's just a pipe dream for me. So anyway, some exciting news on the Islander front, and I think the most exciting part is knowing that our guys are healthy and coming back, and that's. I'm really pumped about the next game. So I hope you guys and girls are all pumped about it too. You all take care and peace out. Let's go out.